guys, how's it going? It's Davon here from Secrets of the Hire, where we focus on taking college students and recent graduates from job search to job offer. Now, in this video, we're talking about the 5 questions that you need to ask at the end of your job interview. See, a lot of you are getting this wrong. Most of you are not asking questions at all, and then the majority of you are asking questions, but you're asking these cookie cutter questions just for the sake of asking. So in this video, what I'm gonna do is tell you the 5 questions that you need to ask, why you need to ask them, and then the follow-up, okay? Which is the most important part. Most of you don't follow up. You just ask a question, employer answers, and then you go on to the next question. You know, it does not work that way. If you really want to drill it in, if you really want to land the job, these are the 5 questions that you need to ask, why, and how to follow up. Question number 1. What do you hope to see accomplished within this department, and how can this position help you get there? Now, this is a great question to ask. This tells the employer that you're already thinking about how you're going to help the company. You're already thinking about how this position is going to make a short and long-term impact on the company. Okay, employers like people who care about the company's mission, vision, and all of their objectives. Okay, you're putting yourself in the shoes already. And now, when the employer answers this question for you, listen. Make sure you listen, because they're telling you exactly what your position is going to do for them in the next 6 months to a year, okay? So take down some notes, leave some mental images, do whatever you can, okay? Because the employer is telling you exactly what your position is going to do for them in the next 6 months to a year. And you're going to use that information in the thank you letter that you're going to send the employer, okay? You're going to use that information, so make sure you take down some notes. Question number 2, what is your ideal candidate? Now, I know you guys heard this one before, we all have, and most of you probably asked it during your job interview, but what did you do after? I bet you didn't follow up. See, most of us don't follow up. We just ask the question, what is your ideal candidate? We listen, and then we go on to the next question. Don't do that, okay? This is a great question because the employer is telling you exactly what their ideal candidate is. And once they tell you exactly what they're looking for, so if they say we're looking for someone who's motivated, determined, has great organizational skills, whatever, now's your opportunity to tell the employer when and where you demonstrated those same exact skills, okay? Give them examples, okay? I demonstrated A, B, and C at this organization when I was a part of this. So I feel like I will be an ideal candidate for this position according to your qualifications and according to what you think. You know, always bring it back. So once the employer tells you what they're looking for, their ideal candidate, then come back, tell them how you're that exact ideal candidate because you demonstrated what they just said, okay? So you have to be able to think on your feet on this one. So, another great question to ask. Question number 3, I'd like to know what it takes to be successful in this position. What type of effort do the top performers put in? Now, this is a great question. This tells the employer that you're looking to be successful in the position. This tells the employer that you're looking to mimic what is already working within that company, okay? And now, listen up again. Once the employer tells you what the top performers are doing, they're going to tell you, okay, our top performer is Sally or Mike. They're doing A, B, and C, okay? And this is why they're successful. Come back to the employer. Once they answer you, tell them, okay, well, that's great to know. Actually, I've displayed A, B, and C during my experience or during my internship or during my classroom activity at this place. You know, always come back to the employer, okay? It's not enough to just ask the question. When they answer, they're going to tell you exactly what their top performers are doing, okay? So give them an example in which you perform those same exact attributes, and this is going to let them know that you're set up for success. So always come back and be able to think on your feet. Question number 4, what are some of the challenges for a person entering this position? Now, this is a great question because this tells the employer that you're well aware that challenges will occur in the workplace and that you're ready to take on those challenges wholeheartedly. This is a great question to ask. And it's going to let you know because at the end of the day, you're interviewing them as well. You want to find out if this is a position you even want. So to know about some of the challenges ahead of time, that's going to allow you to mentally prepare. So this is a great question. Also, when the employer tells you the challenges that accompanies this position, give them an example in which you overcame those same challenges that the employer is talking about. Remember, you have to be able to think on your feet. So if an employer says, okay, there's some challenges with organization, time, or something like that, or time management, or something along those lines, then you come back and tell them a time in which you demonstrated or in which you encountered those same challenges, and tell them how you handled those challenges. You know, this will tell the employer that you're well prepared for everything that's going to happen within the company. Question number 5, do you have any concerns about my qualifications? Now, I love to ask this question. You know, this tells the employer that, hey, you're open to constructive criticism, okay? And that you're willing to work on your weaknesses, and that you just want to see where they think you probably don't match up. And look, if the employer is honest with you, they're going to go through your resume and say, okay, I'm concerned about A, B, and C. This is your chance to address those issues, okay? Because most times employers, they're not going to tell you what's concerning them or what's wrong with your resume and nothing like that. They're not going to do it. But if you ask and they're honest, they have no reason to lie to you. So they're going to tell you, okay, I'm concerned about your experience with A or your grades in this class. Come back to them. Come back to them with an answer. This is your chance to knock everything negative that they have about you. This is your chance to make up for anything, you know? So if an employer has anything negative they have to say about you, or anything that doesn't match up on your resume, or anything during the job interview that didn't match up, this is your time to address those issues, okay? And turn those into positives. So those are the 5 questions that you should ask on your next job interview. And remember, follow up, guys. It's not enough to just ask questions. You have to follow up if you would like to be successful. Okay, guys, that wraps up this video on the 5 job interview questions you need to ask. And of course, if you want some more job interview tips, resume tips, and career advice, make sure you come over to secretsofthehire.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Also, I will leave a link to the exact method that I use to get 3 job interviews per week as a recent college graduate, and the method I use to beat out over 8,000 candidates for a job offer. That will be in the description, so make sure you check that out. So guys, with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.